Fitness Depot, and I'm also working. This is like new definition of working out.
You got it. So if you're finding, like with the weather and that, you're kind of getting a little bit humdrum, it's hard to get the exercise in.
Yeah.
Well, if you like to surf or you want to work from your desk, you basically can put your treadmill underneath. You can be anywhere between 4'6" to like 6'8", and this sucker will adjust for you.
This is Paul Riley, store manager, Fitness Depot. And what I like about this is, the height adjustment, the fact that the treadmill is actually separate from this. So this actually hooks in, but if I were to increase speed.
Yeah, it only goes to 4 miles an hour so that you don't lose your control when you're trying to type.
Okay, good.
But it'll only go to that.
As I increase speed, I'm not shaking everything on board here. Could you imagine taking a conference call?
Yeah.
Hi, prepare those TPS reports for me, Joe. Thanks very much. But this actually has some very good practical applications.
They've done some serious studies on these. One of the doctors actually found out that if you look at the time that you're at the desk, 8 hours a day, if you spent that time walking under 1 mile an hour, you lose up to 57 pounds a year just by doing under a 1 mile an hour speed, just maintaining that.
Because I'm really hoofing it here, so I'm going to slow it back down. By the way, the touch controls couldn't be easier. So this is down to 2 miles an hour. What I like about it is it doesn't suddenly slow you down at 2 miles an hour. It gradually gets you down there.
Yeah. It's got a step counter too. It's called Intel Step.
Okay.
So there's a program that's online with this that you can actually uplink to, and what it'll do is it'll give you your assessment as you're getting better at it, how you're doing, if you're getting your 10,000 steps a day. And the other feature that it has is as you're walking, it counts your steps. So every time your foot comes down on the belt, it counts.
So I like this because it has the built-in rests for the keyboard.
Yep.
And I have to imagine, we've seen tons of studies about blood flow and what it does for your brain, exercising. And as I'm exercising, I imagine your day just slips away. You don't even think about the fact that you're doing it.
Well, it makes a huge difference because it's really a boring aspect of life, and a lot of people do have a hard time getting the exercise in, so this is a great way to kind of supplement. If you're already maybe at night, you're looking on the internet and you're surfing, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Because it's not just about work, right? If you work from home, this might work for you, but if you don't, and this doesn't work in the office, at home, you think to yourself, I don't have time to work out. Like, I can't get it done. Like, you don't understand my day. And it's like, we get your day.
This is it. Yeah.
There it is.
And if you trip up by accident or you try to get off and you forget that you're on a treadmill, there is a safety mechanism built into it.
Is this
a safety key? Well, that's what you'll see mostly on a lot of treadmills now.
So if I get off, it pulls and stops it.
But if you get off and you're off for 20 seconds, it counts the steps, and the machine actually shuts down after 20 seconds. It's a safety feature. So it's an Intel guard that the machine will stop if it doesn't sense your footsteps. But it's counting those steps. Every time you step down on the belt, it's counting your steps. So you'll see on there a readout as to how many steps you do per day.
You just started carrying this, is that right?
Brand new product, yeah.
Brand new product, and it's been used elsewhere for a little while?
Yeah, there's been a lot of different variations of it. This has got a pretty heavy motor on it.
Okay.
And you want that on a low speed because a lot of these motors are working really hard at that lower speed. Most people think that if you're running on a treadmill, it's the motor's actually more efficient. But think of your car, your gas mileage is better on a high speed than a low speed. So
well, and the other thing is, a troll, like if you're going to be a fisherman, you're going to troll on a 60 horsepower, not a good idea. It's hard on the engine. Okay, so tell me about the feedback that you get from anyone who's used this in its actual.
The only thing that I've had negative is that some people that have been on it have basically stated that when they get into an office meeting where they're sitting down, they get a little bit more wired. They want to move because they're not sitting still all the time. But everything else has been positive. So
it's a habit that gets trained, right? So when you go into work mode, you're in full work mode, your whole body and your mind.
Your focus is a lot better and your clarity. And you, as a business owner too, if you were looking at it as a health thing, you can actually get someone up and moving. You're going to get the benefits of less heart issues.
I have to wonder how
sick days are going to be a lot less.
I have to wonder too how insurance companies would feel about having this in, knowing that the workforce is actually active and it's visible to the employer. Just a thought. I don't know if it's applicable, but it seems like a pretty good idea to me. Paul, we're coming back with you. Leanne's actually going to try a new elliptical, or it's one I've never heard of.
This is brand new. So
we'll tell you why. That's a totally different elliptical coming up on CTV Morning Live.